Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Fuck My Life podcast, episode number 16. Can't believe we've made it this far, that the show's been around this long, but we're here, excited to talk about a lot of stupid topics, a lot of stupid people on the internet doing stupid stuff this week.
It feels like we've been doing it forever, Vera. You and me on this stream, fucking making our Mondays even more miserable. Right here on Fuck My Life. Of course, I decided to do it on a day where I already do 2 streams, So I know that's no big deal because you stream 8 hours a day because you have nothing else fucking going on.
I do. I get to play video games. I do love video games. I get to talk about idiots on the internet. I mean, to be fair, life's kind of set. Could be worse.
Could be worse, huh? I don't know. I suppose it could be. I could be living in like a dog shit third world country or something. My life could be worse. That is accurate, I suppose.
But I was told yesterday during my stream that things did not go so well for you yesterday.
I mean, you talking about for my Chicago Bears?
Yeah.
I mean, this weekend kind of sucked in general. Like the weekend did suck in general, but yeah, the Bears lost. Almost had a big comeback victory against the Packers. They tied up the game. Packers go back ahead, driving down the field, interception to end the game. That sucked for the Bears. Purdue basketball was playing pretty well, number 1 team in the country. Then they got blown the fuck out. Our arch rivals have a really good football team this year. They won the Big Ten championship, the IU Hoosiers. So yeah, not a great weekend.
That sucks. But I mean, I guess it is what it is, and it's not good.
Fuck my life, right?
Yep.
That's how the story goes.
You've been too happy. Things have to be turned back around.
Yeah, I had a couple weeks there. Things are pretty good. Things are pretty chill.
But now they have to go back to normal.
That's how it goes.
Did you find the story?
Yeah, somebody said they left us a story.
Yeah.
For FML. I'm looking. I don't really see it. At least not one that was left last week.
Yeah, I don't know. Because they had said, I hope Ryan got to see my FML story.
Yeah, I don't see it. I see Carolyn in the chat. What's up, Kara?
Hi.
Yeah, I don't really I don't see this. Here's somebody says, last year I started getting into tuning an old car I had. Spent a few $100 on the tune. It's having fun. Just went to emissions to find out my state just banned this. And if I continue operating the car with the tune, I'll be subject to $1,000 in fines. Fuck my life.
That sucks. Especially
that was a month
time.
Ago.
Yeah, but especially putting that time into it. Man, feels pretty bad.
Jaded Fett says for last week, went live at 4 a.m. UK time. Fuck my life. We did go live really late last week.
We did. Not my fault, but that's okay. Sometimes, things are going to be slightly odd. Sometimes times will change a little bit, but hey, at least we showed up.
We did, and I made time to do it, and I didn't want to miss it, didn't want to skip it, because I know if we skip this 1 week, we're never going to do it again. So that's kind of the way. We just have to keep fucking grinding, keep doing them,
Yeah, that's true. Also, yes, Bilbo is back there looking a little bit mischievous. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he's going to break, but it's going to be something, and it's going to be soon, because he's looking like he's trying to lock in a target. I didn't say your name. I didn't, please.
Peak Orange Cat energy, I think.
Oh, yeah. Right? He's always breaking something. Yeah.
That's what the kids say. Yeah. He was licking, I don't know if he's licking his shit or licking his paw or what, but he was licking something earlier.
Well, he's here. Taker, thank you for the 2. Did you finish Metroid? I have not finished Metroid yet. I'll be finishing it tomorrow night on stream. It's a game. It's not the worst game ever. I think that if it came out when I was 10, I would have thought that it was a 10 out of 10 because it's made by the people who did some of the earlier Halo games, also Infinite, so definitely kind of a mixed bag there. I think that it looks way too outdated. It's not very innovative, and in general, not probably worth the $70 for most people. I mean, it's okay. minus the
10-year hype, the like fucking 8-year buildup or whatever it's been since this stupid shit was announced.
That's the problem. Is it's not like it was developed in 2 years, and it took so long and there was so much hype that I do think that after such a long period of time, yeah, some people's expectations were probably way too high, but it's just not really acceptable for the amount of time people waited. But I'll be finishing it tomorrow. I'll be reviewing it. All I know is the companions are really annoying, and the clips on social media definitely highlighted how annoying they truly are.
Yeah, it's rough.
Well, you're lucky because you don't play games, right? So you don't have to sit and deal with it. You just get to fucking point and laugh at the gamers that are miserable.
I'm not a Metroid person anyway. Like, it's really, I'm not. Like, there's no way that I would have been excited for this game, that I would have bought this game, that I would have wanted to play this game, whatever the fuck. I don't care. So for me, like, the best possible option is that just people are very disappointed with it and it sucks. That's the best thing to happen to me when it comes to this game. So I hope it gets worse for people. I hope it sucks.
Guys, remember he just said that in 2 seconds when I bring up the KOTOR topic? Right after I read this super chat. Old Dragon Soul, thank you for the 20. Hail Ryan and Vera. He's a fuck my life for ya. I've asked out a total of 8 women in my 30 years of life. Had a 30-minute to hour-long conversation with them before asking them out lesbians. Why is this my type? Fuck my life. Oof.
Well, hold on. Are you saying that you've asked out 8 women in your life and all of them have been lesbians? This might be like a you issue. Like,
I mean, it might be.
Like that does happen from time to time, especially as more people are getting indoctrinated into being gay lately. But
that's a problem, yeah.
But if it is a 8-for-8 scenario, there's not that many lesbians just walking around. So it might be a you thing. Maybe you just have a thing for people who are lesbian. Like, I don't know. You got to do some self-evaluation there, old Dragon Soul.
I feel like if you took a group of lesbians, you'd generally be able to tell that they were lesbians. So are they just like really good covert, like still partially in the closet lesbians? Because that's rare these days. I don't know.
There was one time, this was a long time ago, maybe not that long, a while ago, where I know you never fly, Vera, so you don't understand this.
I do not know.
But if you're single and you're on a flight, and like when you sit down, you've got all the space next to you, you're really like hoping to get some good luck in who sits next to you, right? You don't want some fat loser piece of shit sitting next to you. You don't want some annoying person. You really want to get lucky and have the hot girl sit next to you. Like that is like that's like the dream when you're on the plane. If you're single, right? If you're not, I guess who fucking cares? But one time, this girl and her mom, pretty reasonably attractive. I see them like walking down. And I'm like, okay, so instead of like, I'm like, make sure to make it seem like the place next to me is open. And they're like, hey, can we sit here? I'm like, absolutely. She sits next to me. Her mom sits on the side. I think, I forget where we were fucking going, like where I was going at the time, but great conversation. We're joking, we're laughing, all this stuff. And I'm thinking, oh, this is cool. And about 15 minutes into the trip, I talk about some shit. I'm like, yeah, that shit's really gay. And she's like, I'm a lesbian, by the way. And she's like, yeah, my girlfriend's waiting at home and blah, blah, blah. We go on these trips all the time. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to not talk to you.
I'm just going to jump out
I just
the fucking plane now.
15 minutes of my life thinking that this was anything other than this. So that was rather disappointing.
That sucks. I mean,
whatever. It is what it is.
But yeah, but you still wasted time talking to someone. Either way, though, I guess it kind of is what it is. But thank you so much, Ryan, for the story, and Old Dragon Soul for the 20. Much
I was like, all right, let me put my earbuds in, and I'm just gonna listen.
Ryan's like, how can I make this about me?
What, the story?
It's a good story. It's a good story.
I'm just saying that, like, that does have every once in a while. You have interactions with women. That will happen. You 8 for 8. There's something weird going on there.
Yeah, I guess it's just his type. I don't know. Usually there's like telltale signs these days, but I don't know. Maybe they were just like the couple of normal ones that are out there.
And Zuri says, OMG, so sorry you went through that, Ryan. It's really not that big of a deal.
Poor Ryan. Oh, yeah. Poor Ryan. Damn.
And no one needs to feel too bad for me. It was just like, oh, that sucks. Like, it's not that big a deal.
Sorrows. And Jose, thank you for the 199. Let's get Ryan railed up, talk about Gray Jedis. We are going to talk about KOTOR.
Gray Jedi's not a fucking thing, bros.
Yeah. I mean, I'm invested in KOTOR. I love KOTOR. It's probably the one thing that Ryan and I like will fully agree on. Otherwise, we hate each other's guts. Can't wait for this show to end. Can't wait for everything to finally be over. I mean, guys, the year's almost done. Maybe the show will just stop in a couple weeks. Who knows? But unfortunately,
well, our Stranger Things reviews before it's over.
We can have like one final hurrah. But unfortunately, over the years, we've heard a lot of conflicting information about the KOTOR remake and kind of the plans for KOTOR, and I'm one of these people that would rather them not remake something just to make a few bucks off of it. I'm personally sick and tired of seeing some of our favorite characters revived just to be assassinated, and apparently there's been behind the scenes of talk about like the KOTOR remake, but also talk about a KOTOR 2 remake, which why the fuck would you start remaking a sequel when the first remake isn't even done yet? How does that make sense?
It's so strange that apparently this thing was such a super big deal that they were into development on the second one, which if you're going to do it, I guess like you fucking get all on board and start doing all the stuff at the same time. It's basically the same game, right? In terms of like the assets that you would need and everything like that. But this thing went from getting announced and getting this hype trailer that everybody was slobbering over for no fucking reason to just dead and disappeared, but somewhat, oh no, I promise we're still kind of working on it. Like apparently they were working on it until March 2025.
Right.
This is the one that had Sam Maggs as the writer for KOTOR 1. Dumb bitch who got raped in Grand Theft Auto and got traumatized by being digitally raped in a game or something.
So she was working on the first KOTOR remake, and apparently she did leave the project, like I think it was 2 years ago when we heard that it was in development hell and they were like changing things behind the scenes. But apparently, yeah, they've been working on the KOTOR 2 remake at the same time as one, which makes zero sense to me. So it says, for a minute, they're a full-on remake of Obsidian Entertainment's Knights of the Old Republic 2 was apparently in development. However, the project appears to have been put on hold according to a new report. According to Game Files reporting, new legal documents revealed that Aspyr and Lucasfilm Games were working on a full remake of KOTOR 2, codenamed Juliet in the files. The project was a modern remake of the iconic 04 RPG and in development alongside the KOTOR remake, which developer Saber Interactive said is still coming. However, per Game File, and unlike the KOTOR remake, development on the sequel's remake has ceased as recently as March 2025, and the Lucasfilm Games VP Douglas Riley explained in depositions about the drama surrounding 2 that, had the remake come to fruition, it would have contained the cut DLC that was teased when the game was announced for Nintendo Switch in 2022.
The thing that really sucks the most about this is that if you are going to tell me that we're going to make an updated 20 years after, like a remake of Knights of the Old Republic, we're going to keep the story the same, we're going to keep everything the same, it's just going to be like updated gameplay, I think it's a great idea. Because I think KOTOR, one of the struggles for people playing it right now, as opposed to 2003 or 2004, whenever the fuck they came out, it is the style of gameplay.
Yeah.
There's a limit for that. It's a little bit clunky for people to go and play it right now. Not a lot of people want to sit through that. If you were to do something, revamp the combat system, make it different, but keep the story exactly the same, I'm 100% on board. You should do that. It would be really fucking cool. But we know that that's not what they were going to do. The idea that Sam Maggs was a writer for this for the original remake is evidence enough. You don't need a writer. How many lines of dialogue do you have in this thing? You didn't need to change anything at all in any way, shape, or form. But you knew that they were going to.
And another like big problem behind this, which I do think sounds cool, is that they were trying to bring back a ton of the original voice actors. Like Jennifer Hale was being brought back as Bastila Shan, which is cool, but that means that they're changing dialogue, I'm certain. And like, right, you're bringing in writers who are adding in new content, and how many writers in the video game industry nowadays are good? Maybe fucking 5 per 1,000. Like, in that's even a generous figure. We're talking about people that do not care about the source material, do not respect the source material, don't want to make fans happy, and want to actively rewrite things because they don't like them. It's like, I talk a lot on the channel about localizers, and they will change things because they say, oh, somebody could be offended by this in modern day. Who gives a fuck? Nobody wants that. And when you find out that, yeah, Sam Maggs was on it, and I guess she quit, which sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. It just highlights the type of people that they already had working on it. But I'm pretty sure Sam Maggs only got that position because her husband had written the Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor books.
God.
So, like, that's the only reason why she got that.
Yeah, I think you're the one that told me that. I didn't even know he was employed or had any connection. Well, I didn't know she was married, for one. That was a shocker for me to find out. But I thought it was going to be like old Soul Dragon. There's another lesbian for him to ask out.
Just for clarification, Sam Maggs' husband was the producer for both those games, and she and him both co-wrote the novels. So yes. Great. Woo!
Can't say that I can't say I'm a huge fan of the Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor games in general. I think they're like some of the better Disney Star Wars games that have come, or in the Disney Star Wars era that have come out. But I prefer the combat system for things like, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and Jedi Academy and stuff like that compared to Fallen Order. Although Fallen Order is like smooth, but for the whole High Republic story and Survivor, my gosh, stop shoving that down our throats. It's like you're digitally raping us, Sam Maggs.
Hey, Sam Maggs also wrote Mass Effect Andromeda, or was one of the writers on that, which is a game that basically killed Mass Effect. I know they're doing another Mass Effect game, but if that will come out and be good, probably not. But I mean, at least she's technically gone from it. But either way, like, we're just talking about so many problems surrounding a remake. And with the KOTOR 2 situation, they're trying, it's like they wanted to try to make people excited for it because they were going to be adding all of this originally cut content. But yeah, I don't know. I'd rather them not release something and then put like a bunch of time and work and effort into it, and then for it to go absolutely nowhere, than them come out with a remake and absolutely butcher it. Because we know what Lucasfilm's been up to. We know what all the writers in this fucking industry are up to. I mean, if KOTOR came back out today, and who knows, maybe it still will. I don't know, but wow, God, imagine how much they'd fuck up characters like Juhani. I mean, she'd be going around telling everybody that she's a lesbian.
Well,
she'd be insufferable.
Not even just in games. There's no doubt in my mind at some point they will do a KOTOR fucking adaptation as a movie or a Disney Plus series or something.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to happen because they only have so many things they can mine. They will mine this, and Revan will be fucking trans or some shit. Revan will be a they, them, non-binary, fucking disgusting puke of an individual. And everything that you could possibly get into with that. So I would rather just not see it. I would rather not ever see it.
No, I totally and I completely agree. KOTOR is one of my favorite games, but apparently there's been some rumor circulating that at the Game Awards this week we're going to see the KOTOR remake. I mean, if that will actually happen, I don't know if I necessarily buy it, but either way.
Don't you remember when they fucking they had to take the trailer down because they lost the rights to the fucking music. That's how long it went from when they showed the trailer until nothing happened with this game.
Well, right.
I think coming out.
They showed the KOTOR remake in 2020. Was it?
Nah, 2021 maybe.
Let me see if I can find it really, really quickly. But yeah, I mean, it was like 2020 or 2021.
2020, it might have been.
Holy fucking shit. It's so long ago.
Well, I don't know.
KOTOR remake trailer. 2021. It was at the Game Awards 2021. That was their final announcement for the night. So
that makes sense.
Maybe it's happening this week. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit through this retard live stream for several hours listening to Jeff Keighley virtually sucking on Kojima's penis because that's all he fucking does. This guy loves Kojima. So I'll keep my eye on KOTOR, but I don't know.
It's surprising you took it over that we even had a KOTOR story to talk about today.
I know. Well, I saw it like 3 hours ago, and I'm like, shit, we have to talk about that really quickly because I'll sit in a live stream and talk about KOTOR for like 20 minutes. Everyone will be like, okay, sure, whatever you say. So it makes me sad.
People want to be like, Jolie Bindo's a gray Jedi. No, he's fucking not. He's like, he is a light sider. That's what he is. However, he just doesn't like it much in the same way that Qui-Gon does in terms of all the different stuff that Jedi get involved in, the bureaucracy part of it, all of that. But Jolie Bindo's not like a gray Jedi. Shut the fuck up, you dumb retards.
That's true. And Kevin!
What's up,
Thank you for the 100. Hey, Veridank. Hello. Who you got for Game of the Year? And who do you got for Anti-Cement of the Year? I don't know what Anti-Cement is. Candace
Anti-Semite, maybe.
Oh, Anti-Semite. Oh, Candace been crushing. I can't be as good as a Jesus, the goat or sheep. I, of course, have talked about Game of the Year multiple times. I mean, it's Expedition 33. I mean, E33 is fucking amazing. I've only got like 2 shots in here. Uh-oh.
Wow. You might have to go get another one. Anti-Cement of the Year. It's got to be Nick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nick is the smartest of all of them.
Yeah.
Of all of them. Just saying, Kevin. And he's been doing it a long time. He's been consistent a long time. Not like everybody just hops on the train because the fucking money's good. Okay? Not that people have changed their stripes a million times. Nick has always been there.
Bilbo's judging me very hard right now. He does not like this. Thank you for the 100, though. Expedition 33's Game of the Year, easy. Silksong is good, too. I love Silksong. But Hades is going to win because it's got gay shit in it. And the journos loved that. But that's okay. Thank you for the 100. And Jake, Stanley, Blue Blaze, thank you for the 5. No message. Kami saw he conquered. Thank you for that. And Aurelio, thank you for the 199. Ryan SW, Star Wars Force Unleashed. Worth a read. Thanks.
I'm not a huge fan of the game or the book. I do own the book. I have read the book. If you like the game, you should read the book. But I don't think it's a very good like standalone book by itself. But as a companion and like expanding on stuff that happens in the game, yeah, if you like the game, read the book.
Yeah, game's good, but it's been a long time since I've read any Star Wars books.
I think the game's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but that's
I don't love. I've never loved the idea of a lightsaber being used effectively as a baseball bat. Just kind of what it is in that fucking game. Like lightsabers should mean something. Like if you hit someone with it, it shouldn't just be like chink, 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 just like beating people with a baseball bat until their health wears down enough when it's like stormtroopers and shit. It's fun to play, but yeah.
You can't think too much about it though, because when you do, that's when you start becoming fucking detached and pointing out all the problems.
It's one thing for like boss fights and everything when you have health bars and shit. And
yeah, they have to take fucking 10,000 hits. Okay, yeah, I understand that.
I get those, and we're talking about video game mechanics. I don't like it when it's just like stormtroopers and shit, right? So it's a Starkiller never had training. I don't need training to chop somebody's fucking arm or head off with a lightsaber if it hits them. What are you talking about?
That's true. Thank you, Ryan, for your commentary. Thank you for the 2 or the 199. Much appreciated. Oh God.
I like Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, all that stuff. That is my favorite form of lightsaber combat. It's difficult. It gives you a ton of actual options for move sets and things like that. You can change your strategy in terms of fast, medium, or strong, light, medium, or strong movements, which are fast or slower, but more powerful and shit like that. And it means something when you connect with somebody. And you get and you actually get like the decapitations and the dismemberment and shit like that in the game as well, which is always fun. There's like one fucking move where you can like roll forward and stab.
Yeah.
I was like always my go-to. I love that one. And there's like if you like hit somebody and they like fucking fall on the ground, you like jump at them and like try to stab them. Oh shit, I fucking love that.
It's good, but the good days of, well, I don't want to say the good. I guess we'll just say the great days of Star Wars games are kind of over. I liked Fallen Order. I liked Survivor. Fallen Order was way better than Survivor, but you know, most Star Wars now is fucking dog shit. And that sucks, because I don't want it to be. But, speaking about something that fucking sucks, the Streamer Awards have happened.
What's X-Ray Girl doing there?
I knew you were gonna say it. And, even the media is now turning on the Streamer Awards, which I guess in a way isn't shocking, right? Because it's not like they got access, and the only reason like the media is still like slightly relevant is because they are able to get passes and inside information and interviews, and that didn't happen with this. But the Streamer Awards has happened. It's just another massive circle jerk in the gaming industry. Only a couple of days before Jeff Keighley's circle jerk that happens on Thursday. I'll be streaming it. But it's now being labeled the most cringe event of the past decade. Now, I don't know if you ever watch any of these events and take them seriously. I highly fucking doubt it. But
no. I can't say I do. But here is one of the inherent problems, I think, with the Streamer Awards. One, when you start trying to pretend like what we're doing should be treated in the same level as these like kind of Hollywood award shows, which are already fucking cringe, right?
Yeah.
But then when you talk about people who are in their like late 20s and 30s who are like sitting in a room all day in like leggings or fucking sweatpants and a t-shirt, who are just like laughing at fucking memes while half of them were like high all the time or whatever. And you start pretending like this is some sort of professional thing. And then you set it up to have all these tables laid out. Everybody gets all dressed up like they're going to the fucking Oscars. All of these stupid things. But they are still like the most unprofessional people in the world. It really comes off as cringe. Because if they just look, if you were to go and do something like this for our side of the internet, the stupid gay fucking the Fellowship Streamer Awards or whatever stupid dog shit we would do, we would never do something like this. But if it were to happen, you know how I'd show up? I'd show up wearing exactly what I fucking normally do. We'd like do the same shit we normally do. We wouldn't take it very seriously. But because you see such an effort for them to take it seriously, it just looks even worse.
Oh, yeah. No, I completely agree. I mean, most of them are dressed like they're going to prom. And I feel like it just really highlights the problem with a lot of these streamers is that they all act so fucking like immature. And sure, some of these people here are millionaires, right? They're bigger names in the industry, but they've all got prom dresses on and suits on. It's so cringy. It really is. And then when you pair like what's supposed to be a more like professional setup and they've got this like stage and this location and they're all dressed up, but then they're making jokes about Dan Clancy talking to young girls and Hassan shocking his dog like the two tones don't add up. I'd at least give them some credit if it was like all jokes and people just memeing around and fucking around like they were friends, or on the opposite side of things where they're acting professional, there's a lot of money put into it, but it's like they want to do everything and that's clearly not going to work. But I have a couple of clips that I thought would be funny.
There were some funny zingers from Cutesy Cinderella, not gonna lie. So like it just because it made it so fucking awkward in there.
I guess, yeah, it's unintentionally funny in a way because nobody's laughing, nobody's praising them, nobody's acting like, oh my gosh, this is great. It's usually crickets. But like it's supposed to be intentionally funny, nothing comes across that well. So here's the first clip. It says QT drops a Dan Clancy joke, which, man, Dan Clancy's been hit hard recently.
Dan Clancy is here. Which is really nice because I kind of see Dan as a father figure. And just like my real dad, he spends way too much time online hitting on my friends.
It's only funny because of how fucking stupid it is.
But nobody wants to laugh because they don't want to get banned.
Well, right. Well, that's another problem is that when you have these like really awkward relationships with the people that run platforms, you don't want to piss them off. You don't want to be the person that was seen laughing. You don't want to be the person that was seen, you know, like appreciating almost the joke, because then you're the one who's going to end up with a fucking ban tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see Sweet Anita presenting?
I didn't know. I think I scrolled past the clip. I can see if I could find it in a minute.
I've got it.
Okay, cool.
So they brought a bunch of people out. Sweet Anita, who has Tourette's. I'm sure everyone's seen clips of her at some time.
Yeah.
Her Tourette's started acting up a little bit.
Here is a talent, but these people actually have talent. So fuck off. This category celebrates the streamers who create the best art, food and drink. Fuck off. The best pick, the best dance, cosplay, ASMR, or other makers creating content, among other things. So the nominees for the best creative arts streamer, suck my dick. Here.
It's funny.
Suck my dick. Why can't I get that out? Maybe I have Tourette's. I think there's actually an argument that I might, but it has nothing to do with my speech. But yeah, Sweet Anita did one of the presentations. Thought everyone should see it. I'm sure everyone has seen clips of her at some point in time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. Which, I mean, I've never really like watched her like streams really or anything, but I've seen tons of like hilarious clips of her. We've also got the Hassan, of course, a good old Hassan clip.
Stay seated as much as possible. Hassan, if you see Sea Dog get up, you can use your remote.
What's so fucking awkward about this is that it's like, hey, let's make jokes and laugh about an animal being abused because we like this guy. Oh, we're just going to ignore what Hassan's done. Imagine if it was somebody that they disagreed with politically. They would not want to make a joke like that. They would be sitting here freaking out. They wouldn't allow him to come to the event, but because he's a big moneymaker for the platform, they think that it's perfectly fine to joke about. It's weird. I know other people have been calling them out too. We all know this guy shocks his dog and forces it to be a prop on stream, but we're gonna joke about it and invite him anyway. Yeah, like, man, it's not even funny. Like, there's probably a million different jokes that you could have made, and that's the one you decided to go with. Not anything else about Hassan, really?
Well, they talked a little about China stuff. There was another interview like in the crowd where somebody asked about the collar, and Hassan was like, maybe I'll put it on you later. And it was like used as, oh, what a Chad Hassan is type of thing. Yeah.
It's fucking weird. There was also the, let me bring this one up to the Jinxie reaction to the VTubers, which has upset so many fucking people, which I think is so funny.
Push to keep the dark from cast and cry, raise the million pylons high.
I don't even understand what's going on here.
So there was a VTuber song. So she's a VTuber. Her name's Iron Mouse. I'm sure you've heard of her. And it's like it was like a Warframe song, I want to say, and it was like with another performer, and he pretends to crash his stream because he's cringing so fucking hard at it.
There was another one when they were like presenting the VTuber stuff. People were like not taking them seriously. I'm gonna be real. I don't get the whole VTuber thing. I know we have a lot of people that watch VTubers.
It's not gonna be for everybody.
Yeah, I don't get it per se. I mean, Gundam is like almost like a VTuber in some ways, but for the people who are like really decked out in it, I don't get it. But I know some people do. It's no less valid than any other fucking streamer. We're all fucking sitting in front of our computers talking about random shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But another thing with the streamer award is that I was looking through the list of people that were like nominated. Maybe I'm just out of touch. I don't know who 90% of these fucking people are. And like most of the winners were FaZe, which I guess makes sense because they're the richest. So of course they would pay for it. And they'd pay for these wins. But most of these people seem to be completely fucking irrelevant. And of course, a lot of people were accusing QT of having this completely rigged show. And she before the event, she wasn't taking it seriously. And I think if they do another one of these streamer awards, they're gonna actually have to, I don't know, nominate some kind of relevant people, because most of these people are not.
Well, there was a big call for unity at the end. Did you see?
I don't have that clip now.
I have it.
Uh-oh.
Little boy up there, I hope you feel really good about yourself, because this right here, this is a vehicle for togetherness. This is about building bridges, okay? That's what this is for. And if you're watching right now, maybe you're watching in a chat right now with your favorite streamer. Yeah, maybe it's in a Discord call with some friends. Maybe you took the time out of your day to come into this room and watch and be together with us today. And for one night out of the whole entire year, I am lucky enough that all of you let me bring you together. Yes. Because we are so quick to criticize online. And I hope a night like this reminds everyone to slow down and find time to support each other.
She's about to fucking cry.
Yeah, she's gonna cry. Really?
We're streaming online, and that's what I mean. You can't look. I do this for a job. You do this for a job. A lot of people do this for jobs. However, there's some parts of it that you just can't take so seriously. Well, and the idea that you're fucking changing the world, that you're getting together and pretending to be like your Hollywood celebrities, like you're trying to emulate that. In this thing that's like bought and paid for to do it, and you're sitting here crying about how you bring the world together as streamers who talk about fucking nothing. Shut the fuck up.
They're not doing like legitimate journalism. They're not changing the industry. They're not developers. They're not writers. They're not people who do anything except for, again, react to things online, which I'm not completely trashing, obviously, but we wouldn't go into an event like this and act like we were fucking like Hollywood big shots. And she had 3 dress changes. We wouldn't be spending probably like $5,000 per dress for multiple fucking costume changes because we are taking ourselves so seriously. It's one thing to get together and do something as like friends, but it's another to sit here and act like you are doing something so unique. And it's like, these people couldn't actually get tickets to the Game Awards that Jeff Keighley runs. And so they have to start their own event so they can just give each other awards, which is just ridiculous. Like, who should really be taking themselves that seriously? Nobody.
There.
Nope. Tomorrow I'm gonna cover all the drama for the show. It's gonna be fucking great.
Please.
I'm gonna be back to work tomorrow in the morning. I'm gonna wake up early. It's Sunday. That's the Lord's day. That's my day.
Do not focus on the winners. Do not focus on the nominees. Focus on all of you because you're all so inspiring.
I'll be here too. Yeah.
So many of you, and
For
we
sure.
can only fit so many of you in this.
Because Asmongold's not listening to the call for unity from QT.
Because unity to these people is don't bully us, don't be mean to us, don't criticize us. It's not actually unity. I think it's so funny to see how desperate these people really are for attention. Because otherwise they're not getting the attention they desperately crave. Shadow, thank you for the 39 months. I would have shown up with a Wang half shirt if I was a streamer. I don't know what that is.
Wang half. Half Wang? Is that like an Asian slur?
Maybe. I don't know. But thank you for the 39 months. Maybe you'll clarify in chat. I have no fucking clue. Wangal, thank you for the 10. Hey, Ryan, random. I just thought it was funny when you said fuck next to a kid passing by with the G&G gang at Universal stream. You truly are a sharpshooter. Also, should have gotten the Grinch shirt. It's the problem going out in public when you sit on the internet constantly and you're a fucking troll because there's no filter.
Oh, Wang half the Fuentes meme. Got it.
Oh, okay. I understand.
I don't remember saying fuck next to a kid at Universal.
He doesn't even remember it.
I don't know. My bad, kid. Sorry.
I think it's a little too late for that, but thank you for the 10. Albert, thank you for the 10. The worst of two nations have gotten together. Oh yeah, Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry have made it official. Hopefully they move to Michigan. We send a lot of our garbage to their landfill. I've seen the awkward, like, the TikTok style videos of them together, people comparing her and Orlando versus her and him. That's so cringe. Like, why do we care? But second of all, what has she done that's relevant? She hasn't come out with good top charting music in years. He's completely fucking irrelevant now. It's like a public humiliation ritual.
I guess he's completely irrelevant. He is the former prime minister of a country, right? It's like being a former president.
Him making a TikTok video isn't relevant anymore.
Yeah, Katy Perry, I don't know what new music she's done. I do know she does pretty well on her shows and shit on her tour. I don't fucking know. I don't really care at all about Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau being together. Doesn't really bother me, I guess.
Yeah, it's like it's two adults doing something. Like I don't really buy into a lot of the celebrity
two kind of dummies coming together and sharing their vacuum of a brain, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, guys, she is an astronaut, an award-winning, praised astronaut, stunning and brave.
I think that we should. The only reason I care is because I want Katy Perry to get asked about Justin Trudeau's blackface.
That would be so good. Do you think she'd make a public apology and be like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry? Or do you think she'd be like, no, fuck you?
I think she'd just be like, that was a long time ago or something. I don't know. But I think it would be funny. I think it'd be an awkward thing to ask her.
Oh, absolutely.
How do you feel about 30 years before you met this person about him doing blackface?
Well, I mean, that could kill her career, you know?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Hollywood's kind of weird like that.
Did blackface on FNT just a couple weeks ago.
That's true. That's true. Justin, thank you for the 5. So Ryan and Vera changing the world. Oh dear, this may not end well. Hey Ryan, how's the logo coming along?
Yeah, I can't even make a fucking.
He can't even change this stream. Never mind the world. Let's take a step back.
Yeah, I can't even make merch for FML. Let's stop on this whole trying to change the world thing. I'm not trying to change the world. You're not trying to change the world. We're not trying to change the world. And even if we did, I don't think we'd have too much effect.
Not the logo still.
We're just making fun of fucking retards. That's all we're doing.
We are making fun of retards, but Streamer Awards has come and gone. It'll be interesting to see if any of these streamers actually like make any big statements on like how unfair it was and how they lost. I saw a couple videos of like these streamers like completely crashing out.
Oh, for not winning or something?
Yeah, like for not winning. But again, like I don't know who any of these people are, except for just Twitch streamers. So I don't know. Literally does not matter to me.
I think, look, the majority of these big time streamers, I don't think they're very socially well adjusted. No. I don't think like a lot of them have like become insanely rich at a really young age and don't have a ton of life experience. So it's not surprising they would fucking crash out over this shit. I don't know. I stream for a living and I'm so disinterested in streamers. I don't care about these people. I can't watch fucking iShow Speed be retarded. I'm not interested in Kai Cenat setting off fireworks in his fucking house with a bunch of other famous black people. Like I don't fucking care. I just do not care at all.
Well, sometimes their retardation makes for a good or a funny clip. Otherwise, yeah, no, I'm not gonna sit and watch people for several hours do, you know, what's supposed to be insane things, but really just comes across as idiotic.
Someone says, is Kai the same person as Aisha Speed? No, they are different black people.
They are, in fact, two different people. Yes. That is true. Thank you for your donos. Much appreciated. Ryan, we have to talk about your favorite gal. Ryan was yelling at me saying you needed to put a more booby photo of her in the thumbnail before. I put the Jean picture.
I did say that. I don't think Sydney Sweeney is my favorite person. In fact, at times I've said how tired I am that people are constantly fucking like obsessed with her. But I did say if you're gonna put her in the thumbnail, you got to do one with her tits out. Like instead of the one you did, everybody. This is YouTube. Like we are trying to get views after all, you know.
That is true, but Sydney Sweeney has been very heavily talked about over the past couple of months. And after the sort of the Jean ad controversy, the Great Jeans controversy, she was pretty silent on it. You know, she didn't really like come out and openly commentate on it except for one interview. And that seemed like a smart way to go. There were going to be people in Hollywood that were going to hate her. There were going to be insane leftoids that were going to hate that. And then she, of course, had a lot of followers, had a lot of supporters, had a lot of people who were saying, she's an actress. Why do we even care about what she could possibly say? She got paid to do an ad, and that's really all we should expect from celebrities, right? Is them doing what they're getting paid to do. But she has now broken her silence on it, and man, has this really upset a lot of people, and rightfully so. So it says Sydney Sweeney told that reporter from GQ that people would hear from her when she was ready to make a statement, and she just has. After months of simply rising above the noise surrounding her American Eagle Jean ad, Sydney Sweeney has released a statement about the controversy, speaking to people about the reaction to the ad. In the interview, she says that motives and labels people gave to her and the ad aren't true, affirming that she's against hate and divisiveness. She says that she chose to speak out because her silence only has widened the divide, not closed it, and she wants the new year to bring more focus on what connects us instead of what divides us. Which...
yeah, so look.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Is this like she's saying, I'm sorry, everyone? It's not exactly what this is, but this is absolutely bending the knee. That's what this is. This is bending the knee to the noise that's out there and trying to make some statement for people to be like, oh, finally, she said she's not a white supremacist or something. The problem is, look, if half of the people in the world saw that ad and they truly thought that, then maybe you should make a statement to be like, hey, guys, just so you know, it's just a Jean ad. However, she said it's just a Jean ad multiple fucking times. All right. And then there's no real rational people out there that truly believe that this was about Nazism, that this is about white supremacism, right?
Right.
Nothing. No normal people. The only people that believe that are fucking retards or the activists, the fucking blue-haired land whales, fucking septon ring wearing trans fucks, these disgusting, despicable pieces of fucking garbage, below human, subhuman filth. They're the only ones that are saying this shit. And you know what, Sydney? No amount of getting on your knees, a skill that you probably are very accustomed to at this point in your life, no amount of getting on your knees and putting out a clarifying statement or trying to seek forgiveness or trying to clarify that, no amount of that is going to make those people forgive you or even not call you a Nazi anymore. They are forever going to call you a Nazi because you appeared in an American Eagle jeans ad where you were just fucking hot and sitting there. And they said, Sydney Sweeney has great genes. They are never not going to call you a Nazi, no matter how many I'm against hate statements you put out. So then the question becomes, why should you say anything about it? You shouldn't at this point. You absolutely should just fucking let it ride. But instead, those very same people that fucking hate you are going to continue to hate you. They're going to continue to call you a racist. They're going to continue to call you a bigot, continue to call you a fucking Nazi and a white supremacist. While the people who thought you handled it well and respected the way you did that and maybe would have supported you going forward, they're now like, well, whatever. I guess she's just towing the fucking line.
Well, right. And it's like you had mentioned, yes, there are going to be people that are going to view this as, you know, her bending the knee, and it is. But the people that got so mad at her, that said that she was some white supremacist and it was a Nazi message, they're not going to like forgive her anyway. They're going to sit here and they're still going to bitch about her, and they're going to ignore this statement because they're going to say, well, it's not a strong enough statement, that she didn't do enough on her part, and she has a responsibility as not only a woman but someone with a large platform. She has to make a better statement, which I think is fucking ridiculous. Nobody should be peer pressured into responding or apologizing. And again, it's not like a full-blown apology that she made. She didn't come out and like beg for everybody to forgive her, but like also at the same time, like this just comes across as her trying to make sure that in the future she can still get jobs in Hollywood. Because yeah, she's an actress first and foremost, and I don't blame her for wanting to keep going down this career path because this is her career. But we know how like touchy people in Hollywood are, and how they don't want to associate with anybody that has a controversy under their belt that isn't somebody that they personally like love, and they clearly just don't love her, but she is popular and she does make money.
Yeah, it's like you can fuck kids and it's no problem. We'll hire you and work with you. But if you're in a jeans ad campaign where blue-haired land whales and ugly fat black women with even darker souls call you a fucking Nazi, then we won't work with you.
Well, right.
And I ultimately, I get it, and it's not like a full-blown apology, but it is bending the knee. That's 1,000% what this is, in order to clarify some sort of statement, and it is something that doesn't need any clarification, because just look around at some of the quote tweets from some of these things, and you'll see the very same people that were calling her a Nazi are saying, we don't buy it, you're just doing this to save face, you got caught, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sure it was PR, management, whatever, that told her, hey, you have to say something, when you don't. You really don't have to say anything.
Right. But, you know, she wants to like cover her ass and protect her career. And I mean, I guess maybe she's just got a better PR team than fucking Rachel Zegler, because she didn't come out and open like full-blown apologize, but at the same time she did make a statement. I would say like pretty close to it. It's not like she's waiting 2 years to make some kind of statement, but I mean, yeah, there are definitely a lot of people that are really divided on this. There's yeah, I mean, some saying, she cucked and these psychopaths would still call her a Nazi. There's some people that feel very like betrayed in a way. And even if we like a celebrity, we should never trust celebrities. You know, we should never like idolize celebrities, in my opinion, because all of them are, yeah, at the end of the day, just actors. And yes, they will maybe sometimes agree with us on, I don't know, politics or a movie or another actor or something, and that's fine. But you know, they're not. They are people too, and we can't idolize them.
Yes, and I've said this specifically about Sydney Sweeney for the last 6 months since this has been going on, because everyone has turned her into what they want her to be, which is some base right-wing darling, right? Some fucking big-titted, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, hot-based, all full MAGA Sydney Sweeney. That's what a lot of people have tried to push on her. And for 6 months, I've been telling people, look, just because she is like refusing to address this and not really giving in to a lot of this bullshit shouldn't make you think that she agrees with all the same things that you do. This is somebody who goes and like presents awards at the GLAAD fucking awards and shit like that. This is a like 27-year-old woman in the entertainment industry. Okay. Right. I don't care if you think she's a registered Republican. I don't care if, her family might like Trump or something. I don't fucking care about that. If you think that Sydney Sweeney has all the same political views as you're probably setting yourself up to be very disappointed. And I think that should go for all fucking celebrities. I think you should take everything one thing at a time, like one take at a time, one moment at a time. If it's J.K. Rowling, I probably think that 99% of the things she thinks about are fucking retarded. But when it comes to biology and transgender shit, of course, I'm going to fucking call out the weirdos making fun of J.K. Rowling for a really normal take on that topic.
Well, right.
People really, especially on our side, I feel like because so few celebrities come out and say things that would be on, say, a more what I would call like conservative or right-leaning or maybe just common sense leaning thing. Because that happens so rarely, when you get a hint of it from someone, people really want to fucking attach themselves to that immediately. And then they get shocked when that person doesn't have all the same political talking points as you.
Yeah, no, I do agree. I mean, I definitely do. And the comments are, of course, interesting about it because, yeah, there are people that definitely idolize her, but it's never going to be enough. And this is my number one fucking issue, is that she could sit here and apologize all day and all night and specifically apologize. Nope. There's always going to be people who are going to just fucking hate her because they perceive her one way. And that is shit, right? But I mean, that's just the way that the fucking internet is. They were literally just jeans. People been finding a way to cancel her for a long time. They really tried to use her wearing jeans to do it. Yeah, there's people that have been desperate to cancel her because she's, let's just be honest, a hot woman. And there's so many hot women now that just are instantly attacked by people who are fucking jealous, by people who are salty that they're not her, people that, again, yeah, view her a certain way. Like, there's always got to be somebody that's trying to find a reason to fucking attack her. Never been the...
Yep. I'm sharing a couple quote tweets of this thing that I thought were interesting. Yeah. Reminder, she was given the easiest out ever in that GQ interview, and she purposely played dumb. Too late, boo. You kind of weird, IDKKK. Right? I see the PR for Euphoria finally kicked in. She's not fooling anybody. These people are not going to fucking accept this. They do not care. And no, these are the people you're trying to win back over. All these stupid fucking black activists.
Well,
not right, worth the time or energy or effort.
Yeah, no, they're never happy. One thing. Okay, so she made an apology on this, but we're still gonna fucking hold that against her. It's never enough. Also, Kevin, thank you for the 100. I agree with white to hits. You mean white tits?
Who doesn't?
Kevin, thank you for the 100. Yeah, we gotta have a shot. We'll see. It'll either be a full shot or it just won't be enough. Let's see. Oh, no.
Finally, almost done with this.
Now I've only got one more shot after this. I'm going to have to get some more alcohol. Thank you, Kevin, for the $200 total.
Shit fucking whiskey. I'm just I clearly just want to drink. I've like taken it before you're even like ready to go.
Yeah, you're just like I'm not hesitating. I'm not waiting.
Yeah, it's like I need it.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are the stupid fucks that you're appealing to. All of them black, by the way.
They haven't filmed Euphoria yet, have they?
Oh, yeah.
Season?
Yeah, they already have.
Because I was gonna say maybe she's having a problem behind the scenes with the people on Euphoria. Because I doubt people like Zendaya want to be fucking associated with somebody that their activist followers hate.
It could be part of it.
Like Hunter Schafer.
Yeah, Hunter Schafer.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, look at the project that Sydney Sweeney's done. You're trying to tell me she's like some fucking bigot, whatever. Like, God.
Yeah, she's clearly fucking not. She's an actress. And sure, there's gonna be times I'm certain that she has to work with people that she likes. There's people she has to work with that she doesn't like, but that's just fucking life. That's just the way that it goes. Sometimes you have to deal with people you slightly dislike in order to continue your career. I have to sit here again. I said this before. I'll reiterate. I have to sit here with Ryan once a fucking week. I hate this guy, but you know we do it. We do it so that we can have our career and our content, and then that's just the way that it goes. But man, I would hate to work in Hollywood though, with all the lunatics that are in it, and always the lunatics that are focused so much on appealing to these brain dead retards. But
brain dead, stupid. I this whole thing, like, it does irritate me because no amount of clarification is going to matter to the people who are calling you a Nazi. It's just not.
Right. No, absolutely. But anyway, that's the way that it goes. Now we have Sydney Sweeney breaking her silence. Maybe she felt strongly enough about it. I'm personally, even though I like her in rom-coms, I think she's a good rom-com actress. I do. You know, I still just view her as an actress, and that's the way that it goes. And
as
opposed
an actress, to what?
What do you mean? Well, I mean that like she's an actress, so I'm not gonna sit here and idolize her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you know, maybe her PR team told her to make an apology. Maybe the people on the shows like Euphoria were telling her to come out and make a statement to appeal to the Marxist pinko bastards. Who knows? Either way, it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. She's hot, and she's a pretty good actress. So we're still going to watch her and stuff going forward. Highlander, thank you for the 1 month. Can we go back to the advertising the 80s and early 90s? Hot women in bikinis selling whatever. The world was much simpler back then. We do need to go back.
When like the other thing about like the Sydney Sweeney thing is if it had been a random black woman and the ad was exactly the same, you know, Taisha Smith has great genes, whatever the fuck, right? Would anybody have been saying that this is preaching genetic superiority? Would anyone have been saying that this is like equivalent to saying black people are superior? Nobody, maybe a handful of people, but nobody really would have. It wouldn't have been a controversy at all.
Well, right.
But because it's a blonde white girl, you get to have all these fucking uppity black people that are just screaming at the top of their lungs about this, and then people trying to take advantage of it. I fucking hate that it is a non-traversy. It's not a big deal.
No, it's
and
not.
Because a couple like botted fucking stupid social media accounts and the mainstream media tried to push it, this is where we end up.
Yep, absolutely. And hey, in the 80s and 90s were when the Marxists were the bad guys, but now they think they're the good guys. But thank you for that. Loyal CG guy, thank you for the 199. Hail Comicsgate, flag down our enemies. Much appreciated. Don't know what that has to do with any of our topics, but I'll take the 199.
Thanks for the $2.
Yeah. Maximus BT, thank you for the 199. Are you retarded? Who isn't these days, though? To be fair.
Say it right.
Uh-oh. Okay.
You say, "Are you retarded?" That's what you have to say.
Thank you.
That's based off of me saying, "Are you retarded?"
Well, it's like when you say the word black, like you emphasize it.
I do?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think like every 2 or 3 streams, I point that out and then you go, what do you mean? And then you do the exact impression of yourself doing that.
Why not you do it?
I'm just not as good enough. I'm just not that good enough.
Not as good enough.
Yeah, I'm not that good enough. Hey, I corrected myself. I did. But thank you for the 199. And Albatross 4920. Thank you for the 5. They never accept apologies. They absolutely relish having something /one to hate. They just want to badger folks into obedience. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's about power and control to these people. It is. And that's all that it has been about for them. When they get a tiny taste of power, they want more and more and more. And if their demands are not caved into, well, we see what they do. They will fucking kill you if you don't do what they want. They will cancel you. They will ruin your fucking life. And that's how these people operate. If you are not on their side, you are the villain. And, well, they want everybody to conform to their worldview. That's how it goes.
Albatross.
Thank you for the 5. Pee pee poo poo man. Thank you for the 1.
That's a rough looking dessert or whatever that is.
Yeah. He ate his daughter's eyes. See the eyes on it. Pre-Dawn Corpse.
Pre-Dawn Corpse gonna be so excited that you said that. Like,
but I don't think he's here, but he keeps tagging me on posts on X about it.
Yeah.
I see them all. But he will.
Over on Rumble, Deeds Minnesota with a gifted subscription. Thank you very much, Deeds. Shout out.
Wow. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the 100. The 300 total. I usually play Count a Black on commercials and take a drink and get blacked out after 3 commercials. Ryan, how do you feel about that?
Counting the blacks on commercials. I mean, it's tough for Jeremy to do because, you know, he can only count to 10. Unless he's barefoot, he can count to 20. But yeah, counting the 10 and taking a shot, or counting the black and taking a shot for everyone, that could get a little rough.
Well, I don't have a full shot, unfortunately. I only have like half a shot, so I'm gonna have to scam you, Kevin. FML next week. Come back. I'll give you the other half of the shot. It's the best I can do.
Because you don't have alcohol in your house?
No. This is I bought this bottle the first week we started, and I'm just finishing it out 16 weeks later. I only take shots on this stream.
I mean,
how many bottles have you gone through in these 16 weeks? How many, Ryan?
That's completely off topic. And I don't only drink on this stream, so.
I guess that's true, but I was just asking for scientific purposes.
I don't keep track. Funny enough, in my old apartment, I used to, every bottle that I'd finish, I'd put on top of the cabinets.
Sounds like gay frat boy shit.
It was gay frat boy shit, yeah. But I ran out of room, so I had to stop.
Farrah is very disciplined and cheap. I know, one $20 bottle of alcohol lasted me 16 weeks. That's pretty good. But I'll have to buy another one. Thank you so much for the 100, Kevin. I owe you half a shot. Thank you. And Robert, thank you for the $4.99. How about Netflix Narnia being set in the 50s, but having Pink Floyd and the Doors songs too? Now, this is going to be so fucking ass. I'm so sick and tired of these bitches ruining everything.
I think I saw something about that.
The whole entire Narnia situation pisses me off so much because I love Narnia. Narnia is great. Narnia is cool. Narnia is awesome. But as soon as they announced what's her name, Greta Gerwig was doing it, I knew it was over. I think that was like the first major announcement we actually got regarding this. Nope. it's done. It's dead. Especially with having like, I don't want to say just like modern music, right? But you expect with Narnia very like fantastical music, lots of ambience. You expect it to have a certain tone and certain type of soundtrack, not, we'll just say like real world music, I guess. Because I mean, how much time would that really be featured if you compare it to like the 2000s movies? Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes max. Like it's just it's fucking bad.
What do you think about them starting with Magician's Nephew?
Part of
I
me
think
wants
it's
to
a
say
tough way to get people invested
it is.
in the world.
Part of me wants to say I don't care because we know it's going to be bad. And so like you already know that it's going to be a train wreck, no pun intended. But like, why would they do that? Like
Look,
have they given their like an actual explanation why they think that's a good strategy?
Well, it would be in chronological order, obviously, and I do know there's some
like,
Narnia fans who have like advocated for that. I think it's a mistake for normies. I'm sure, yes, of course.
Well, yeah,
I'm sure that like
that's
super hardcore Chronicle of Narnia fans would love to see it like that. But I think for normies, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe is just like the easiest entry point, the one to capture those people, the one that most people know about, and also like the type of book and type of story that more people would be willing to watch rather than Magician's Nephew.
Well, right, and yeah, like I get that it's chronologically, but like that's just, in my opinion, I don't think that that's the move. I just, even for, we'll just call them like normies or just the movie watchers, they're going to be confused. The people that had watched the other set of movies, how many did they come out with? 4? Or did they only come out with 3? I don't even fucking remember.
3. They
only did the 3. Okay.
They did they did Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. They did Prince Caspian, then they did Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Okay, I liked them actually.
Yeah, I mean, I like the casting a lot. I thought all of the casting was really, really good. But I can't even think of anybody that is in this age range that I think is talented enough to be in this new like Netflix adaptation.
Let's just be honest. None of us know fucking child actors until they're cast for the first thing and everything, you know? Like, nobody fucking knows.
Yeah, I guess.
You didn't know a single motherfucker that was cast in Harry Potter before they got cast in Harry Potter? With the exception of like Peter, and with the exception of like Peter and Susan, like who will be a little bit older.
Well, yeah.
The other ones are definitely really young.
Well, yeah, but I mean, look at what Hollywood does now is they age everybody up. They have 30-year-olds playing 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds.
Yeah, but you would assume that, well, 30-year-old. I don't want that. The Stranger Things meme is out of fucking control. These kids are like 21 and they're playing like 16 or 17-year-olds.
Well, yeah, not just that, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. I get carded, you know. Maybe people think that I'm under 21. You don't know. Yeah. I could pull it off. 37-year-old me, I could play a high schooler.
I don't see anything new about Narnia. I was just looking. The only one I see was that it will be a cultural event, the IMAX CEO had said.
There was somebody came out. I think it might have been the person who's doing the music for it. No, you're right. You're right. It is that one. IMAX CEO Rich Gelfond says Greta Gerwig's Narnia film will be a cultural event that is going to change the world. Quote, "This is not your mother's or grandmother's Narnia." And then he said something about Greta Gerwig having her own take on it. It's like, well, if it's not Grandma's Narnia, then it's not Narnia.
I just saw this. Netflix's adaptation of 75-year-old fantasy masterpiece series gets insane hype. It's going to change the world. That is a straight up fucking lie. What do they mean? It's going to change the world? Seriously? It says Netflix has long been searching for a flagship. They had multiple fucking flagships that they could have went with, like The Witcher and Shadow and Bone, but they fucked them up. What do you mean they've been looking for like an epic fantasy flagship? It's not our fault that they hired dumb bitches to do it. Maybe they should have kept around the Cavils for longer, and they should have gotten rid of the fucking Lauren Hissriches.
And
I mean, seriously.
I think that Greta Gerwig is a talented filmmaker when it comes to making movies for women, right?
Yeah, but
she's proven that what both commercial and like critical success in making movies that are geared towards women.
Yeah.
Not only do I not think she's the right choice, I think she's the absolute wrong choice for Chronicles of Narnia.
Well, right, but even look at something like Barbie, for example. It was modern.
Yes.
Something like Narnia is not supposed to feel modern. It's supposed to feel like nostalgic. It's supposed to be nostalgic fantasy. It's supposed to have a certain tone. It's like Harry Potter, for example. The Harry Potter movies, they were iconic. The holidays are featured, and they felt warm and cozy when you're in Hogwarts and stuff. Narnia is supposed to feel the same way, but they're going to lose the magic because it's going to be sanitized dog shit. It's going to be so bad. I'm so mad about it.
And obviously, like the Christian themes within it.
Oh God, yeah, she's definitely gonna respect those guys for sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wasn't there a year or two ago? Wasn't there a report? Who's supposed to be voicing Aslan? A woman, right?
I'm looking.
I don't know if it was ever confirmed or anything, or if it's just one of these bullshit fucking scoops. But
no, it was a report that Meryl Streep was going to voice Aslan, but that was shot down.
Yeah.
That would be the worst fucking thing you could possibly do. That would be fucking horrific. Honestly, that would be kind of funny because we know that this is gonna be fucking dog shit. Cynthia
Erivo was playing Jesus. So it wouldn't be that
true.
much of a skip to be Aslan.
Selena. I hate you guys. I hate you guys so fucking much. I mean, it's like it's very different from Harry Potter, because I know we were talking and joking about, like, I don't know, Voldemort being like a fucking woman of color or whatever.
That's not happening.
That's not happening. And this isn't happening either. But I feel like just imagine it happening though.
Someone
like, it'd be so fucking hilarious because it'd be so bad. Like, this is gonna be so woke, it's gonna be insane.
Someone in the chat says Zendaya will be Mr. Tumnus.
Oh my fucking God. It's so bad. No. I mean, there's no hope for saving this. So in the case of like Voldemort, the new Harry Potter adaptation, I hope it comes out and I hope it's good. I hope that it's at least going to be entertaining to a certain extent. But in the case of Narnia, it's already too far gone. As soon as they attached Greta's name to it, it was over. Like, there was no saving it. But that doesn't mean I want them to, like, intentionally fuck it up, because I have a lot of love and nostalgia for Narnia. But it's Netflix. It's Greta. Like, that's a match made in hell. And it will completely shit on Christianity. I don't even know how they're going to make it without removing those themes.
I don't know if I think they will like shit on Christianity. What I think is they will like ignore all the
allegories. That's like, kind of the equivalent though, based on how integral it is to Narnia.
Exactly. I would say
so. Yeah, sure. It's not like they're gonna make jokes about Christianity in it, but like removing those themes and things is still like the equivalent of shitting on it.
And you got to keep it in the right time period. You can't move it up. You can't do it. You can't. It has to be in that time period. I just think it's gonna be a shit show, and I don't think there's any way we get all the way through this series. You know?
Yeah. Like, have they said how like long they want this to go for? Like, I'd assume probably the full run, but like then again with the Netflix, like with the big Netflix purchase and everything, who even knows what's going to happen with Harry Potter? I mean, if they go off of Netflix's schedule, they're never going to get through Harry Potter.
I think everything's going to continue to operate as normal when it comes to that. Like, especially for a long time, because it's not going to be a sale for a while, like an official sale,
Yeah, 2027. So anyway,
imagine it's 2053 and we're getting Greta Gerwig's adaptation of The Silver Chair.
Oh my god!
Hyping up the last battle 7 years from now.
It would take that long, but I don't even know how we got on this topic. I mean, this wasn't on the roster, wasn't on the run sheet today, but I mean, I'm always happy to bitch about Netflix and bitch about Narnia probably being fucked over because it really ticks me off. It's like you with Harry Potter. I mean, I love Harry Potter, don't get me wrong. I like it, but for me, Narnia's even a bit more nostalgic than Harry Potter.
Well, I guess I would say Narnia is more nostalgic for me because I read it when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like very young. But I definitely care a lot more about the world of Harry Potter. Black Snape. Fuck.
He's a good actor, at least.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He was
Never seen him in anything.
He was in fucking, oh my god, what was that
the
show
fuck
called?
Is he in some stupid race
sci-fi Lazarus Project. He was good in Lazarus Project.
Good.
Yeah. It was good. He was good in it. I don't know what else he's been in, so I'm only judging him based on one thing. But like,
you know what I'm judging him off? His fucking skin color.
I was gonna say
Snape is not supposed to be black.
Yeah,
I'm judging him based off his skin color because of the description for the fucking.
You can be a good actor and also not fit into a role.
Yeah, you can cast Denzel. Snape, I love Denzel. He doesn't need to be Snape.
He wouldn't be a good fucking Dumbledore, Sorry. Yeah, I'm not casting you as fucking Dumbledore. It sucks. It does, but did we expect anything better from a modern adaptation? Not really. I'm just surprised that there weren't more changes in the Harry Potter series.
I'm pretty fine with the Hermione casting because I expected her to be black as well, and I still don't know. Like the actress who playing her feels racially ambiguous to me. She's rather light skinned. She's a little darker shade than she actually should be. After listening to her in the audiobook and seeing
she's definitely got the Emma Watson voice to a T.
Yeah, she's like Hermione vibes.
Yeah,
1,000%.
Absolutely.
So I actually do think she'll be doing a really good job. So I'm not as miffed about that one. The Snape one is.
Well, because that it's just going to be about racism. Harry's a racist. Harry's dad was a racist. Everyone's a fucking racist for judging Snape by his book by the cover.
If they were just going to do that, that'd be fine. But then it turns out they make Snape into some kind of good guy. That's the thing that pisses me off.
Yeah,
and that was one of my problems with the movies.
It'll be him being like a victim and being wronged and changing his story.
That's one of my problems with the movies is because they didn't have enough time to really show how complex Snape is.
Right. But so now with this long series, they should in theory, but.
Right. And that's one of the things I was excited to see because in the movies, I think if you've only watched the Harry Potter movies, you probably walk away with the idea of, oh, Snape was actually just this really good guy who is undercover and doing this the entire time.
Right.
That's not the fucking case. Yes. Was Snape working for Dumbledore? 100%. But he was also a massive pile of shit.
He was. He wasn't some good guy that was like, oh, undercover. And I agree because that is a major problem I constantly see about people that clearly only watch the movies but didn't read the books is that that's what they believe. And I think another maybe problem with the movies is that we're also talking about Alan Rickman and he's such a amazing actor and it's like he's been in so much, you've seen such a wide range from him that it's like people instantly see him and think, oh my gosh, he's a good guy. Because I can't off the top of my head think of like Alan Rickman in any like actual
Hans fucking Gruber.
Well, yeah. But like
the best Christmas movie around. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, it is fucking good, but I don't know. I don't think anybody would be able to do as good as Rickman did, though. So that's my problem.
Hold on. Someone said that's my problem with Rowling. If she wanted Snape as a good guy, he could have been a capable teacher. He knew his stuff, but did not teach his students. Harry learned more from him due to his book. You can have as many problems with her writing style, whatever as you want. The point is not for him to be a good guy. The point is that he is equal parts, his life dedicated to hating and making the son of James Potter as miserable as fucking possible, as it is equal parts to him doing everything he can to protect the son of Lily Potter. He's an incredibly complex character. He's also a massive pile of shit.
Right. He doesn't just hate Harry for one reason and doesn't just love Harry for one reason.
He doesn't love Harry at all.
Right, no.
He doesn't love Harry at all in any way, shape, or form. He only loves Lily, and it's this unrequited, very toxic love for Lily. In that, it's very complicated. And one of the things that I don't like that they cut out of the movies is when in The Prince's Tale, in the chapter where we're getting all of Snape's memories after he dies, and Harry's running through the Cliff Notes version of his relationship with Lily, and you get to the end when Dumbledore tells Snape that Harry has to die, and he's like, you've been raising him as a pig for slaughter, like all this time is what we've been doing. And Dumbledore asks him, well, don't tell me you've grown fond of the boy Severus.
No.
And in the movie, Snape just whips out his fucking wand and is like, expecto patronum, and the dough comes out and it's Lily. And after all this time, always. In the book, that scene is also present. But after Dumbledore asks Snape, don't tell me you've grown to care for the boy Severus, Snape goes, for him? And then he does that. It's like this venomous, like, rejection of everything involved in Harry Potter. Because he looks at him and he just sees James.
Alex
Except for the eyes.
Not just Harry, he traumatized Neville as well.
He traumatizes Neville. Like the most scary thing in Neville's life is Snape, right?
True.
The way he treats Hermione, who is by all accounts an incredible student, right? It's unforgivable, the type of toxic asshole that Snape truly is as a teacher. So if you just watch the movies, I don't feel like you really got a good version of who Snape is. And it's one of the things I was looking forward to them doing so right, because as much as I love Alan Rickman in the role, he's too old and he's portrayed as way too much of just a good dude.
Right. He's not the Snape or the book Snape. He's quite different, and he still played a good character, but like the problem is that you would think with a show that's supposed to be, I'm assuming 8 episodes per season, so probably like around 8 hours of content, or if it's like 45 minutes, like 7 to 8 hours of content, you would think that would mean that we would get this more complex version that is more accurate to the source material. But now, by changing the color of his skin, it changes his character entirely. But, I don't think anybody...
I'm worried we're not going to get that.
Right.
I'm worried that we're not going to get that.
He's going to be too one-dimensional again.
Yes.
Only now he's just going to be victim one-dimensional instead of, like, more... I don't want to say he's going to be quite like Alan Rickman's, because it's still not going to be the same, but he's just going to be victim one-dimensional.
Yeah. Someone says... Thomas Brown says Rickman not being book Snape isn't Rickman's fault. It's the script's fault. 100%.
And true. It's not his fault. And he still did an amazing job with what he was given.
I don't even know if it's anybody's fault. It's just the medium's fault. Well, when you
can't put you can't have every character be extremely complex when you've only got 2 hours of screen time. It's just not going to happen. You need to flesh out the main characters first. And to be fair, in a lot of them, he wouldn't even be close to a main character.
Yeah.
But
I fucking hate Half-Blood Prince so much. Goblet of Fire and Half-Blood Prince are the 2 worst Harry Potter adaptations. Half-Blood Prince, advanced potion making is mentioned basically in every fucking chapter of that book.
Yeah. It's true.
It is not mentioned, or the Half-Blood Prince is not mentioned for like an hour and 15 minutes of screen time in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like straight.
It's
revealed it doesn't even fucking matter.
That's true. Kevin, thank you for the 100. They love Judeo-Christian values, gay and trans. Grendel and Beowulf was an ancient caveman. J.R.R. Tolkien was a philologist and had one of the best translations, which Tolkien could listen to a rap song.
Bro, Tolkien be down with some rap. You kidding me?
Very different end statement, but thank you for the 100. Much appreciated.
Kevin, do you think he'd call it orc music?
I mean, according to the modern day left, yeah, apparently. But
orc music.
I mean, we saw what they did with Rings of Power and how fucking dog shit that was and how much they, love to destroy his work. So it's like they just had to one up it with Narnia. They were like, you know what? Hold my beer. We have to do even fucking worse now.
Isn't there an epic rap battles of history with Tolkien and somebody? Is it George Martin?
It is George R. R. Martin, yeah. Came out a long, long time ago. That's true. But thank you, Kevin, for the 100.
Shout out, Kevin.
I have
Those
no more
Judeo-Christian
alcohol.
values, huh?
But I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you.
It was funny. I assume you saw the trailer for Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I actually haven't.
Let's watch
I saw that it went up yesterday.
And
I meant to watch it yesterday, but then I didn't get a chance to, and I didn't watch it. I'm so fucking hyped for it.
You want to watch it now?
Also, hey, sure, you can bring it up. Hey, Zeus, thank you for the gifted membership, and thank you for your re-upped membership for 4 months as a Bronze Titan. Smash the like button. Yes. Give the stream a like if you're enjoying, a dislike if you're not. Also, you're gay and retarded, and I still appreciate your viewership. Thank you.
I feel like I was typing really hard.
What do you mean you were typing really hard?
What do you
You
mean?
just were pressing the buttons hard? Oh.
Yeah. What is there is difficult to fucking...
I'm like, are we doing a fucking WPM test right now? A competition?
No, I didn't say fast. I said hard. There's a difference between hard and fast. Men and women both know this.
Fascinating. Thank you, Ryan, for your detailed description.
You're welcome. Here it is. Bro, look at the fuck.
It looks so
helm.
sick! Oh my
Look at the
fucking
helm.
god! I'm so fucking excited.
Look at the horses and their armor.
I know. Wait till PETA complains, oh my gosh, they're riding real life horses. They need to CGI them. Fuck you.
Some of them probably died.
Probably.
Sir Duncan the Tall. How good a knight are you?
You'll see. It's this way.
So we get our first look at Baelor Targaryen. And I do like, he's got like gray hair. He doesn't have Targaryen white hair, and he's not supposed to.
He does not, right?
He's not
that
supposed
was
to.
a problem I had with House of the Dragon is Rhaenys not having the dark Baratheon hair anymore, which really pissed me off because that was a big like sticking point for Rhaenyra's children and like why it wasn't so talked about when Viserys was still alive. And then by changing her hair color, like it kind of changed the dynamic in the kingdom as well. I hate that, but
yeah, I think people are really gonna like Baelor, and it's funny because he's such a like fan favorite character.
Yeah.
Who really doesn't really do very much. You know what I mean? But because he's one of the very few, like truly just good people we see, especially as like someone in power, or someone who's, assuming he's going to take the throne at some point in time.
Funny story. He's the voice actor in SWTOR for the Imperial, the fucking
Imperial Agent?
Imperial Agent, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Didn't even know that.
Yep. It's true.
But I do think it's interesting they didn't give him like the white hair. Now, maybe because he's kind of graying or whatever, they didn't feel it was necessary. But I like that, and I wish we would have seen that more. Look, Jon Snow, Secret Targaryen, didn't have fucking white hair.
Also, he's Fudge, isn't he? In the new Harry Potter series?
He is. He is going to be Fudge in the new Harry Potter series.
I thought so, but I wasn't 100% certain.
I think that's him, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see. It's this way. Came for the tourney?
Journey is a contest for knights. You a knight?
I'm no farmer.
Yet you've come dressed as one.
Sir, I could scribe you. And you could teach me. Every knight needs a squire. And you look like you need one more than most.
Sir Ireland raised me to be a true knight. Not with sword or lance, but with honor. And I swore that I would.
What's this? It's a hedge knight, ain't it? What? It's like a knight, but sadder.
We're not sad.
Do you remember what horse is the white horse? Is it Sweetfoot or something? Says he's got 3 horses, right?
Yeah.
He's got like Thunder, Chestnut, and Sweetfoot or something, right?
It's yeah, I could look it up real quick.
But like the 3 horses are like very in the tail.
Sweetfoot. Yeah.
Sweetfoot. Yeah. They're obviously, this is going to be a much lighter tone than any Game of Thrones fucking story we're used
absolutely.
to. Should be fairly humorous. Dunk is such a fucking idiot. He's a big dumb lunk. He's stupid, but he's a good person. A big rarity in the Game of Thrones.
I love these 2 main actors, Dunk and Egg's actors. I think that they so far. Now, again, trailers can be deceiving, true, but I think their tone together is perfect so far. They bounce off of each other really well.
It does feel good. Yeah. So far.
If I could call myself a champion, some great house might take me into its service. Perhaps even House Targaryen.
Targaryens, they're incestuous aliens and tyrants.
Bro, this dude is like totally Podrick Payne, except talks more vibes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I haven't seen him in any of the other trailers, and I already got that out of it.
And tyrants.
Sir Duncan the Tall. Arion would like your head.
Arion Bright Flame.
Who's this actor?
He looks like an
familiar.
asshole, which is exactly what he does.
Like. He looks like a cocky motherfucker who we're gonna want to punch in the face.
He looks like Nicholas Holt's younger brother.
He kind of does.
Yeah.
Sir Duncan the Tall. Arion would like your head.
Maybe the gods figure this is what I deserve.
Come on, little knight.
And so...
Who actually thinks he's a dragon, like a lot of Targaryens do.
Dragging these nuts. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, Dunk is going to drag his nuts all over him. But I do like the fucking helmet, though.
I mean, he's got the best set of Targaryen armor we've seen throughout any of the shows so far. I mean, I know that it was limited.
Cool.
Daemon's was cool. I liked. Yeah, I mean, Daemon's was.
Hold on, Daemon's in the first episode at the tourney with the fucking dragon wing helmet and everything. That was
that was cool. Awesome. I still think this, from what we've seen so far, looks like it's going to be cooler, but who knows?
I ask you again, how good a knight are you?
You got a little bit of it. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Just a touch of the Game of Thrones soundtrack thrown in there. Just a touch of the Game of Thrones theme.
You may be wise to run.
Won't they kill me if I run?
Want to kill you anyway.
As honor deserted the noble houses of Westeros.
Are there no true knights among you? Was that ill-handled? Right, yeah.
Are there no true knights among you is an awesome fucking line.
It really is.
And if you're a fan of the book or the novella or whatever you want to fucking call it, obviously you're waiting for that. I really like the trailer.
I do too. I mean, I hate to get too excited because we know how disappointing things can be, especially in terms of fantasy entertainment. I feel like fantasy always gets screwed over the worst, but I mean, it looks really good so far. All of the actors seem like they're solid. I think we've talked about it before. There's going to be people who either are going to love it or hate it because there's not like an abundance of magic, right? It's going to feel more like a period piece. And I think that is what some people are going to have a problem with. You don't have Daenerys resurrecting dragons and shadow monsters being birthed and White Walkers. Like, you don't have all of that. And so there's going to be people that feel like very disconnected from it because they expect magic from Game of Thrones.
They expect magic and dragons, all this shit. I also like, I do think there'll be some people that tune into that are like that. I also think it makes it very appealable to anybody as well, though, because it is just very simply, is it set in Westeros? Yes. Will there be a couple background things about Westeros? Probably. And they'll probably work more about the Blackfire Rebellion into the background of some of this because George wrote the first before he actually planned the Blackfire Rebellion, which is actually going on during this time. And then in subsequent Duncan Egg novels, he got more into it. But will they probably work that in? Yes. Will there be things like dreams or visions? Yes. But for the most part, you don't have to know anything about Game of Thrones. You don't have to know anything about the world of Ice and Fire to walk in and appreciate this, which is just very simply like a young man trying to do the right thing in a world where that is a rarity.
Absolutely.
And I think anybody can watch this and be inspired by that and enjoy it. So I hope it's really good.
I hope so too. I'm excited for it. I mean, I liked the first season of House of the Dragon. I just felt like the second one was so disjointed and it was so like bizarre in a way. And I mean, this feels much more Game of Thrones than House of the Dragon season 2, even with the magic that it had in the dragon. So, I mean, I'm hyped, right? There's going to be very evil villains, evil characters like Arion, and I wonder how much of kind of his.
You didn't see Tanzel in this trailer at all, huh?
No.
Is that her name? Tanzel, right?
Yeah. I can't think off the top of my head of any other characters that we're missing like looks at right now, though, either that should be in this first. Have they said exactly how much the first season's going to cover?
It's just going to be Hedge Knight.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's going to be 6 episodes, about 30 to 40 minute episodes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, it's just Hedge Knight, the first novella.
That's
which
what
is,
I
think,
thought. Because they're not hour long, you know, or extending even past that 8 episode.
And it's just one person's point of view. It's not jumping around the continent for everybody's different stories. It's Dunk's story.
Yes. Yeah. I think these
and
two actors are really
plot
good.
hole ahead. There's no dragons. This isn't a dragon. If anybody actually thought this was a dragon, this is a puppet show.
Yeah, this is a puppet.
Yeah, which is that's a crazy fancy fucking puppet. They're really going to town.
That's a good puppet, though.
It is a little more advanced than the puppet show that we're led to believe it actually happens in the book. A little more advanced than that.
Well, they need some kind of like visual effects to have the look kind of cool. So I guess I understand, but I mean, I'm excited for it. I should probably reread like now, and not that it's gonna take me a month to get through. But
a little bit of Egg, and I like it so far.
Egg looks like an egg. He's so perfect.
He does look like an egg. He's got
really
like
does.
his little like baby voice or whatever. You know what I mean? They got to film the next season really fast before he hits puberty. Like just like he can still have that like little child feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the innocence almost.
100%.
Because then you're gonna have a fucking 15-year-old walking around next to Duncan. It's just not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's not going to. I think this actor's only like in nine. Dexter. He's young.
But remember how different it was before, like like the drastic change in Harry's voice between Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, he's 11 now, but when they filmed, he was like 9 to 10. But yeah. Yeah, Harry's voice became very, very quite different. It looks cool though.
It's okay, Hedwig. Holy shit.
I love a good period piece, and so this feels very similar to me, which is why I'm not gonna mind it. But I'm also like a big fan of A Song of Ice and Fire. But yeah, I think that there's gonna be a lot of people that like are gonna be a little bit upset with it, though they should have known what to kind of expect.
I think there'll be some people that tune in and like, hey, where's all the dragons and shit? But I don't think most people will. I think it'll be received pretty well.
Right.
Is this the like the person whose tournament it's an honor for? I forget her name at this point.
Oh,
like that's the whole point of this tourney, right?
The Ashford tourney?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I don't remember her name, but yeah.
She doesn't have much of a
Ashford.
role to play. She's just like the daughter of whatever, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Most women in the Game of Thrones universe are like that.
True.
Look at Egg with the big fucking lance. Barely hold this thing.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna stumble with that.
Well, look, there's like one picture of him when he's running from all these sheep. Like, yeah.
He's such a little goofball. But I mean, obviously that's a material, right? So he has to kind of be a goofball.
Yeah. Look there's the 3 horses.
Yep.
See, Sweetfoot, Chestnut, and Thunder. Look at them.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them. Yeah, I like it. Good trailer.
Good trailer too. Wow, we've been ranting a lot tonight about shows and books, but that's okay. Because I mean, hey, we need to fill 2 hours worth of time. Also, let me read these really quickly before we move on to another topic. But yes, we'll be probably talking about that show at length when it comes out because I'm excited for it. Taker, thank you for the 5. The irony of Black Snape is that he tried his dark arts on Lily but failed, and now he has to teach defense against the dark arts.
The crazy part is he really desperately wants to do defense against the dark arts.
Yeah. He's a good character, but we know how that goes. Good characters don't last long in Hollywood and in entertainment. That is for certain. But thank you for the 5. And Quagmire, thank you for the 1 month. I'm 6'2", red hair, pretty good looking guy. When I see a pretty girl, I don't even bother. It's not worth it. I'd rather be single for the rest of my life.
My life.
Fuck my life.
This dude's giving us this really sad story. We're just making fun of his grammar.
I'm sorry. You started it. I auto-corrected it.
Fuck my life.
I usually try to autocorrect donations. You're the one who started it.
That sucks, Quagmire.
Yeah.
But pretty good looking guy.
She's gonna turn out
hair.
to be a lesbian?
Yeah, you could be like Old Soul Dragon. Be like every chick I talk to is just a fucking pussy lover. So I don't know.
That's some really bad luck, though. That's like spectacularly bad.
No, like, well, for Old Soul Dragon, it's a him problem. There's no way that can just happen in chance. Like, no way.
Yeah.
He's doing something wrong. We need to figure this out.
Vera's the type to show a whole new side at medieval times. I've talked about it at length. I yearn for a joust. If anybody wants to fucking joust, I will. I'm so pissed off at Alyssa that she canceled and didn't want to do that fight. I would have had her in a full suit of armor going at each other like medieval MMA. It would have been the sickest thing ever. But no. She just...
I yearn for a joust.
I do. I yearn for a joust. I say this every stream now, basically. But if anybody wants to joust, let me know. I'm up for a medieval competition. So guys, I guess we'll very quickly cover one more topic for the night. We'll talk about the transgender epidemic going on in video games. Of course, we used to have female characters, and that's all that these feminists wanted. Okay, that's all these activists wanted. Oh, we just need more women in games. Oh, there aren't enough women. Back in 2015, we had seen, during the height of Gamergate 1, the Mary Sue say Metroid's Samus Aran is a transgender woman, deal with it. And that's really where we started seeing the decline of, well, being a woman isn't enough. Now you have to be trans. You have to be something else. You have to be a black woman. You have to be this type of woman. Or you have to just be a man cosplaying as a woman. And now a Baldur's Gate 3 actress is saying that they want Nintendo to canonize the popular fan theory that Samus is a badass trans bounty hunter now. Ryan, I know you're not, the biggest gamer in the history of the world. So let me ask you some questions. Number one, have you ever heard of this popular fan theory that Samus is trans?
I have heard it just in passing because of where we are on the internet of when weirdos try to push it. And I've always thought it was strange because aren't we all about strong female characters? Don't we want more strong female characters in like the woke gaming side of things? Isn't that what they push for? So you want to take away one of the most beloved female characters of all time so that they can be a dude who turns their dick inside out? Why does that make any sense?
And second of all, it says Baldur's Gate 3 actress. I bet you can logically deduce what this Baldur's Gate 3 actress really is and why they want Samus to be trans.
Oh, is the Baldur's Gate 3 actress actually an actor and a man?
Yes, it's a
wow.
tranny.
Abigail Thorne, oh my god.
Yep. They were actually the one who played the
House of the Dragon.
Yep, leader of the Triarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You knew. You're up to date. So for years now,
I can spot trans anywhere,
Yeah, apparently. For years now, a popular fan theory has circulated on the internet, speculating that Metroid's Samus Aran is trans. These theories cite her size and build as key elements as to why she could be a trans woman, and fuel was only added to the fire in 2015 when a Metroid background designer claimed in a derogatory way that Samus was trans. So now they're using somebody that was, or a Japanese background designer, fucking memeing on their idiotic claim that Samus could be trans as potential evidence as to why Samus could be trans. I mean, it's mental gymnastics at its finest. He was literally making fun of it. He was making fun of this claim at the time in the height of Gamergate 1. But yet now they're saying, well, I mean, technically somebody that worked on Metroid said that. But now speaking to the gamer, a prominent trans actress, Abigail Thorne, has called on Nintendo to come out and tell us what we already know and confirms the long-running fan theory. I have only ever heard this theory by like 2 idiots on the internet, like ever, and I showed one of the 2. I definitely wouldn't say it's popular. I definitely wouldn't say it's like a big fan theory that people have been begging for years. It's just people like this that are asking for it. I still think Nintendo should come out and tell us what we already know, which is that Samus is trans, she says with a wry smile and a chuckle. People just think we've misunderstood her character. They think that she's like a mother, and it's like, no, she's a badass trans bounty hunter from space. Every other week it's, Link is trans. Link is non-binary. Zelda should be trans. Zelda's a lesbian. Like, holy shit.
How long has Samus been around?
Samus has been around since the 80s.
80s, right?
Yes.
I hate to break it to you, degenerate fucks who identify as trans now and who probably won't exist for much longer because of your own doing. This has not been this popular thing. It's not a popular thing now. It's not been this popular thing throughout history. The idea that they would have made a trans man in this game in the 80s is insane, quite frankly. And you are insane, but you call yourself something that you are not. So clearly you are insane. You're not in a good headspace. So why should anyone take anything you say fucking seriously?
Well, right, and that's an issue. And by the way, released in Japan on the Famicom 86, North America 87, Europe 88. So later 80s. But either way, still the fucking 80s nonetheless. And they have the gall to sit here and say that, oh my gosh, this is a popular fan theory. Maybe for like a handful of mentally ill idiots on the internet, but most people know that Samus is just a woman. And also, like we pointed out when we started talking about it a few minutes ago, it used to just be, we need more women in entertainment. And you know what? Okay, you can always ask for a certain amount more of women or people of color or whatever the point is, but the problem is that you're sitting here now saying, oh, by the way, that's not good enough, and now we need to turn women into men.
Hey, yeah, I actually heard a popular fan theory the other day that Bayonetta is trans.
That's another one that that's another one that they push. Yep.
Is that wait? I was just making that up.
Nope, it's one. You know what else is funny with Bayonetta?
All these marginalized groups, all these minority groups, all these fucking losers, honestly, because they don't feel comfortable in their own skin. Obviously, that's why they're paying to have surgeries. That's why they do these hormones, because they're not comfortable in their own skin. They desperately need validation. And what is the validation? The validation has to be that something that is popular is actually them.
So what's funny about the Bayonetta of course, it's not like you knew this, but when Bayonetta 3 came out, they established that Bayonetta had a daughter with a man, right? And there were people saying, oh no,
I thought you were just going to say vagina.
The daughter, Viola, is actually adopted. She's not like Bayonetta's blood daughter, because Bayonetta's trans. But then this crowd was fucking furious because they believed up until that point that Bayonetta was actually a lesbian until they established that Bayonetta is in fact straight. So they were actually furious at that. And then they started like delusionally coming up with like, oh, well, Bayonetta's actually trans and Viola's not her actual birth daughter, yada, yada, yada. I know you weren't doing it or saying that because you actually knew, but yeah.
It's not surprising though, because that's like what I just said. They are desperate to find validation for their existence. They don't get it from their family. They don't get it from their friends. They don't get it from any normal people out there. So they have to invent reasons why fictional characters that they like or are popular actually validate them because of their existence.
Yep.
And once they go through this entire cycle and they continue to get turned down by everybody, realize, oh, this isn't it. Eventually they end themselves because they don't have that validation. It's called mental illness for a reason.
Yeah, but well, apparently, chat, if you've loved Samus for years and years and years, decades and decades, there's certain hey, Bilbo, there's certain people that want Samus to be trans now and are saying that Samus is, in fact, trans, or that Nintendo just needs to, I don't know, start changing this character. And ultimately, it does boil down to these people being complete and utter fucking narcissists, and they need to self-insert constantly. They need these people are shallow, so unless the character has their skin color or their hair color or like there's certain mannerisms and certain like stutters or tics, they don't feel represented, and they constantly want to see themselves in a character on the surface level. And well, this is just constantly what they do. They, you know, are mentally ill, and so they beg these companies and ultimately threaten them and harass them until they get their way. But, you know, they're perfectly fine with changing a character, even if they, you know that character is extremely popular or has been extremely popular in the past, because they want everything to conform to their schizo view of the world. And that's just the way that it's going to continue to be until these companies say, no, you know what, enough is enough. You can't self-insert, and you can't see yourself physically in every character, or, you know, even we see
ironically trans people do need to self-insert.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like self-inserting their view of themselves that doesn't actually technically match themselves, but we'll call it a self-insert just for like argument's sake.
Oh, sorry.
Samus is
when I
actually
meant
a
trans
woman.
people have to self-insert, I mean dilation.
Oh, okay. You know what?
To keep their
I didn't get it.
Their manufactured
yeah.
vaginal wound
every day.
open.
Every day, it's a wound. That's not good. And them doing that just proves that they don't have anybody around them who loves them, or else they would have people telling them that that's not a good idea. And that probably is yeah, like the worst thing that you could possibly do to yourself. But
imagine even just having like a little cut on your arm or something, right? A little cut on your arm that every day you just had to kind of like peel it apart, like stick your finger in there to like keep it open so it didn't
yeah, I'm gonna
close.
pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
And imagine calling that a vagina.
I think I'll pass. Taker, thank you for the 2. Does that make Silex and the pirates transphobic? Yes, it does. It does indeed. Silex is a cool boss in the new game. No spoilers though. Tristan, thank you for the 1 month. When I finally play BG3, I will make sure to rob and murk Nocturne since that's Thorn's character. I'm tired of seeing these people ducking everything. FML. Ha ha ha. We're getting put on a watch list for a potential hate crime, but
Sam Maggs is all over it.
Sam Maggs got graped in GTA, guys. Feel bad for her. She's stunning and brave. I'm gonna withhold any other comment I could make. A Poncho, thank you for the 2. When they off themselves, do they put it as male?
That would go down in the technical stats as male suicide, which is, yeah, makes sense.
It's true. So Ryan, what are you up to? What are your plans? Up to
I've had a long weekend and a lot of streams today, so I should be back at it again tomorrow, making videos and stuff like that. Check me out on my channel, Ryan Kinel RK Outpost. You can check me out on Geeks and Gamers Daily and also over on Sports Wars. Yeah, and see, look at that Sydney Sweeney one. See how I put her tits in full view?
You did.
Like a proper YouTuber.
That's true. You know what you should do? You should put it's supposed to look like a magnifying glass over her chest, and then do like an arrow pointing, and then it's the zoomed in picture of the cleavage.
Yeah, I can't go that hard. I don't have too many.
What do you mean? You told me that you always have to like pump it up to 200%, so that's how you do it.
Oh no, but that's like a lot of editing effort, whereas my thumbnails do not require a lot of editing effort.
You know what, guys? For Ryan's next Sydney Sweeney video, he's gonna do that. Special as a tribute to FML.
Maybe
he will. True and real. But yeah, of course, guys, all of his links are in the description. If you're not already subscribed there, you can also go and subscribe to my second channel, my review channel, Veridark Reviews. This week, the schedule is going to be like a little bit different. So tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming the end of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and I'll be reviewing it. My review will go up on the review channel probably on Wednesday. Wednesday will be the Vera and Virtue show. Thursday is where things are going to be a little bit different because usually I would play a game, but I'm not going to be streaming a game on Thursday because I'm going to be streaming Jeff Keighley's Gay Awards show. That starts, I think the pre-show starts at 7:30. I will obviously double check, but I'll be live and the event fully starts at 8, but I think I'll be streaming the pre-show. And then over the weekend, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be playing yet. I have to take another look at the schedule. I think the new Terminator game might be out, so maybe we'll play that. We also have the Night Rain DLC. And then, of course, next week, FML will be live over on Ryan's channel. So that'll be exciting.
Very exciting indeed.
True and real. And for the final donation of the night, Taker, thank you for the 2. One of these days, I'll proofread my damn super chats. That's okay. I think we got the gist of what you were saying, but I generally try to proofread unless it's fuck my liff, and then Ryan just throws all those efforts away.
Look, I'm not going to assume that you tried to say anything. I'm going to read what you wrote. You paid good money. I'll read what you wrote. And then maybe I'll say, did you mean this? Did you mean that? But I have to read what you wrote first.
Yeah. But of course, guys, thank you all so much for stopping by the past few hours. Next week, live on Ryan's channel. Check out links in the description. Follow him on social media. I'll be live again tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the end of Metroid Prime 4 and Trans Samus. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good rest of your evening, everyone.